24 may not get to that end.
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh, there
that
it
might
is.
bring out the yellow too. This might be bad news for
Caution
Jimmie
is out.
Uh-oh.
Stay down here, man. Coming outside. Get up below the white line if you can, please.
Huge moment for Jeff Gordon's championship. Maybe a huge moment for the final outcome of this race. Jeff Gordon had a good day going, and instead is going to have a difficult result. Not fun.
With Jeff Gordon, Jeff has just climbed out of the race car, and I know a disappointing day for you today, Jeff. When did you start getting a sense that maybe there was some problems underneath the hood?
Sequence of crazy events for us. Day was going really well. Really proud of this team, and you know, I got to thank DuPont and Drive to Hunger. Everybody was on board today. Pepsi and Quaker State. It's a heck of a a heck of a performance for Quaker State Motor Oil today, because I didn't think it would last as long as it did. I don't know what happened, but my oil temp was 30 laps, and I knew it was just a matter of time. But to last that long is pretty amazing. That restart, Tony Stewart took me 3 wide, down the apron, and we're on old tires, and that ruined our day right there. But he did what he had to do, and it messed us up. But right after that, we started getting smoke. We thought it was a tire smoke, but it wasn't. It was under the hood, and obviously ended our day.
Frustrating finish for Jeff Gordon, Alan.
Pit stops under the caution. Tony Stewart sliding through his box, and it's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, that last set of tires they put on that car just didn't come up to speed as well. Probably why they made this decision to pit.
You guys took right sides on that last stop. What do you think? The 4 behind you has 4 tires from before. You guys at all concerned about him? You think you got what you need?
Yeah, we're definitely concerned about him. Casey's obviously a great race car driver and going to be a teammate of ours next year and can definitely get it done. So we'll just have to see how it works out. The Lowe Chevrolet again's performed really well today. Minor adjustments all day long, and the picker's done fantastic, and Jimmie's really done a great job. So hopefully we can get out here with a good solid finish and move on to Charlotte next week.
A lot of last-minute decisions on your part as well. Let's go over to Dave.
Kenny Francis is Casey Kane's crew chief. This appears to be the break you were looking for. Can he get it done in 2 laps?
Well, it's hard to say, hopefully that'll help us, but it's going to be a crapshoot. It's going to be whoever gets the best restart. I'm still kind of worried about them guys that pitted. As good as tires treated us there, we just have to see if they have enough time to get to us. But, hopefully it'll work out. We'll see.
He's got a few cushion cars there, guys, but never enough.
We were talking about earlier the last stop that Jimmie Johnson made about whether he ought to get 2 or 4. This is why I would have liked to have 4 tires on that car, because you never know how these things are going to end, and you don't want to be out there, with less than what somebody else does. But he's got a good car. He's got a great car today.
Yeah, and the track position and the way the car reacted to the 2 tires earlier in the race, Johnson has dominated the day. You want to be up front.
And I think Jimmie Johnson would have chose the inside lane except for the speedy dry that was put down from Jeff Gordon's blown engine. Even though they try to blow all of that off, there's still a little bit there, and he's put Kasey Kahne in that position.
So, Jimmie Johnson has led 194 of 269 laps today. He took right side tires on his pit stop back at lap 241. Kasey Kahne took 4. Kasey charged up through, got to 2nd spot, but had a long way to go. The caution came out. Now he gets to restart next to Jimmie Johnson. Kahne wanting nothing better than to get Red Bull Racing a win before he leaves this team at season's end. For Johnson, 2nd race in a row, he's led the most laps. He didn't win last week. 2 laps shootout, green-white checker. Johnson gets away from Kahne on the restart. Tony Stewart all the way to the bottom looking for spots. No place to go there. That's Dale Jr. wiggling around.
A little contact in the back. Austin Dillon out of shape. Joe Logano with a tire rub.
Coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Kasey Kahne.
White flag.
Got 2 car lengths to make up. Then got to try and find a way around Jimmie Johnson.
He's coming hard right here. Got a big run down the back straightaway.
Remember Carl Edwards' final corner try that Johnson held off a few years ago. Coming to the checkered flag. No such run for Kasey Kahne this time. Jimmie Johnson goes to the top of the stack at Kansas, scores his second win of the season. While they scramble to the checkered flag behind him. Wow.
Goodness. What a
Good
great
job, buddy. Good job. That's 199.
Carl Edwards gets a top 5 finish.
How in the world? that doesn't even seem possible.
Very, very impressive performance today.
Yeah,
Thank you, bro. Great stuff today, man. Very, very thankful.
Where do you start with that? Dominant car. All the circumstances pointed to Kasey Kahne maybe being a little stronger. Somehow on that last restart, Johnson got away.
Come on, dog.
Jamie, they did everything right today. Chad Knaus and company and their driver, Jimmie Johnson.
It was a perfect day. And just to think 1 week ago, all the doubters when they sat 10th in points, you guys get the win now. Chad, you're second in points. What does this say to the rest of your competition for the rest of this chase?
Well, like I said before, I'm really happy with the way the team's clicking right now. Jimmie's doing a really good job, and the guys are doing a great job on pit road. You know, with the support that we've got from Ron and Greg Ives, and you know, it's really nice. You know, hopefully we can go and battle for this championship, and we're gonna do the best that we can, week in and week out.
You told me this morning, we just need to win more. It's been 6 months, Chad. Are you excited about this win?
Absolutely. Can't you tell?
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited. I really am. You know, it's just an honor to be able to work with Jimmie and Hendrick Motorsports and everybody we got with all the support from Lowe's. It's, you know, not to sound like a commercial, but we got a pretty special thing going on right now, and it's great to be a part of.
The 48 team is definitely back, and they are third in points after all was said and done there.
Yeah, Jamie moves to within 4 points of the championship lead. The second win of the season, and we said during the day, Jimmie he'd only had the one win, needed to win some races. Well, this is the second week in a row he's led the most laps. Today he got the win. Vince?
With Kasey Kahne having a conversation with Brad Keselowski as those two guys finish second and third. And Kasey, take us to the restart and what happened there right at that last go.
Well, we had good strategy there. Kenny Francis did a nice job. We had a pretty fast Red Bull Toyota, and Jimmie just beat me on the restart. I spun the tires some. He jumped on it a little, prior to where I thought he would. So he kind of beat me. Brad gave me a good push, and I had a good run, and then he just kind of used the whole track up in 3, and I was in bad air and had no shot. But the guys did a good job. It was a good day for us, and we'll just keep working.
Best finishing non-chaser for the second week in a row. Doc?
Carl Edwards gets a top 5 finish today. Carl, I mean, explain to us how, as much as you guys struggled, you managed to come home and bring this thing with a top 5.
I feel like I won. I feel like we won that race. That was an unbelievable comeback. My guys did a really good job. Bob made adjustments that we've never made during the race. I just got to thank everybody from Aflac, Ford. It was just a really important race to me. We talked about it a lot, and at the beginning of the race, I thought we'd be lucky to finish 20th. So it's a really, really, really big turnaround for us. I can't thank everybody enough. Scott's, Aflac, Kellogg's, Subway, everybody. That's a big day. That's a championship effort for us.
And you know what? He's really going to smile when he hears this. He's the championship points leader by 1 point with that comeback. Incredible. Let's go to Dave Murray.
Third place for Brad Keselowski today. He moves up 2 spots in the championship, just 11 points out, Brad. No tire stops, short pitting today. You guys did it all, it seems like.
We did. Paul Wolf, my crew chief here, used great strategy, but we did the best we could. I think Jimmie went in the garage and stole my 22 Nationwide car from yesterday today, because there wasn't nobody going to run with him all day. His car was just way better, but kudos to them, and great effort by my Miller Lite team to get a 3rd place out of this. If it wasn't for that power steering failure, last week, we'd probably have the points lead. So those failures, those troubles, they're going to come the 48's way, and when it does, we'll be there.
Brad got his luck back, and they're moving up in the points. Vince?
Race car driver or magician, I'm not quite sure which for Kevin Harvick today. How did you get this thing up to 6th? I know you had a handful all day long.
Well, everybody on our Budweiser Chevy did a good job, and I'm ready to get out of Kansas. I'm tired of eventful days. We had an eventful one yesterday and an eventful one today, but these guys didn't give up. We put 4 tires on there the next to last stop, and I knew that we were going to be close to the cutoff point there coming to that last caution. and I saw the 22 kind of hint to stay out, and so I stayed out, and everybody else pitted. So we should have pitted there. That's my fault, but good job for our Budweiser guys, and get on out of here.
Yeah, second in the points now, but just 1 point behind. Doc?
Matt Kenseth, fourth in the race, fifth in the point standings. Not a bad day, Matt.
No, it was a good day. We just, we qualified really well, and we're just off a little bit all day and just could never really figure out how to fix it. So thankfully, we got that caution with whatever it was, 20 to go, to kind of work on our car and get a couple tires and get a little bit better there for then.
Next few tracks coming up good for these teams. 1.5 mile racetracks really good for Matt Kenseth. Alan?
Doc, thanks. So we have heard from all of the top 5 finishers, top 6 finishers in today's race, except the man celebrating a win in our Goodyear winning moment, Jimmie Johnson, tearing it up in the grass. Normally has a lot more opportunities to work on that celebration during the year.
He's going to have a few more.
But this just his second of the season. And Jimmie Johnson has driven into the winner's circle. We go to Napa Victory Lane to hear from today's race winner, the 5-time champion.
What a celebration, and you could tell by the reaction of every one of his pit crew members today. Mr. Hendrick getting drenched with the Gatorade. Jimmie Johnson, big hug from him. It's been 21 races since Jimmie Johnson's been to Victory Lane. And I know, Jimmie, it has been an up and down season from the aspect of people doubting. I know, you should have seen him the whole race going crazy. Jimmie, just
this sport is so tough. And you look at all the second places we have this year. We've been close, but just haven't got the job done. So very proud to get it done today. Big win for Mr. Hendrick, 199th point for Hendrick Motorsports, and also Chevrolet clinched the Manufacturers Championship. So couldn't do it without all of them and all the great people at Lowe's that stuck behind this 48 team since day one. And we did our job today, and hopefully we can do it, 6 or 7 more times.
We're getting another mic.
That is technical difficulty we apologize for there with our Victory Lane interview. Got it, Jamie?
And we're back here. Yes, there was so much Gatorade that it drenched out our microphone, Jimmie. Just take us back, go back into that emotional moment, looking at your guys celebrating the second win of the season.
We need a camera on you guys talking about teamwork and the way this works. Yeah, Vince's mic. So.
Hey, it was teamwork like you guys today, Jimmie.
No, I appreciate it. As you can see, we've got a very strong group of guys, and we've been knocking on the door all year long, and got beat in some cases, and we beat ourselves in others. And today, we went out there and did a great job. We got the Lowe's Chevrolet to Victory Lane. So just can't thank Lowe's for all their support since day one. Congratulations to Hendrick Motorsports on 199, and also to Chevrolet on winning the Manufacturers Cup. So we did our part. We'll just see if we can do it 6 more times.
You third in points right now. Are you guys back? Look out, number 6 on the way.
We're doing the right things. You just don't know. Sure, this is a huge, huge step in the right direction, but 6 races, a lot can happen. So I don't want to get overly excited. We got to go out here and race for this thing week after week.
All right, go celebrate with your boys. Job well done today. Jimmie Johnson.
Thank you to the fans.
Yes, thank you to the fans. Let's go back upstairs to Alan Bestwick.
All right, Jamie, thanks. Jimmie Johnson with a huge win today, setting him off on certainly a tremendous roll as we head into these final races of this year's championship, which next week carries us on to a track that's been pretty good for Jimmie Johnson.
Yeah, and we'd be talking about him being the points leader if it wasn't for what they pointed out. The comeback for Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick, just an amazing day for those guys to make something out of what would look like nothing, but they've kept all of this close.
Yeah, but you have to wonder just how good this team is. This 48 team, they always perform in these last 10 races. I wonder if they were saving something during the regular season or what, or whether they just brought a bunch of new stuff online, but it's really, really working, and they proved it today.
Does this show you just how much this means to people that are competitors? These guys are 5-time champions. They've won so many races, but how excited they are to get to Victory Lane here, just how difficult this business is.
And as the celebration continues here, a lot of the other teams begin turning their attention to next week and what they have to do to stop that 48 team and get to the top of the standings at Charlotte Motor Speedway. That race next Saturday night on ABC. Talladega announcing the other day here that if there are 100 lead changes in that race at Talladega, they'll pay $100,000 to the driver who takes the lead the most times.
Boy, that ought to make it fun.
88 lead changes each of the last 2 races at Talladega. We'll see.